Hey guys, I'm Maria, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a round brush blow dry. Alright, so I've already prepped my doll head with product. I went ahead and used the Sculpting foam and also the Super Skinny Relaxing Balm. The Sculpting foam is going to give me the form that I need, but the Super Skinny Relaxing Balm is going to give me the smoothness I need, and I'll show you how to apply this here in a little bit. But I went ahead and I've already applied, but I'll put some more in so that I can show you how to do it. And I have already done a pre-dry on my doll head, or if this was my client, I would want to do a pre-dry first. And what I'm looking for with a pre-dry is the scalp is already 60 to 70% dry, but my ends are still damp. And you can actually see the difference. So you can see my hair popping off from the scalp, and not only that, it's a lot lighter than the ends. The ends are still dark because they're still damp. So again, I just prep my doll head with that pre-dry. Whenever it comes to applying product, for these two particular products, what I like to do, again, I'm using that sculpting foam to get my form, and I'm going to be using the relaxing balm just so that, you know, it can give me a smoother finish. And not only that, it kind of like puts a little slip into the sculpting foam so that my brush can glide through very smoothly as I'm doing my blow dry. So as you can see, as I applied, I didn't go to the scalp and slather it on the scalp. What I'm doing is I'm working from the mid shafts to end and applying my product. All right, let's get rid of that. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start with the blow dry. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys minimum volume, medium volume, and maximum volume. I'm gonna go ahead and start with our medium volume, with our minimum volume. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a section, and with the section, you want to make sure that it's about the size or smaller than the round brush that you are using. So today, the round brush that I'm going to be using is going to be my medium round brush. This is probably my favorite round brush to use. Some people like going bigger, some people like going smaller, but this one, I feel like it gives me the curl that I like to put on my clients. But whenever it comes to choosing your round brush, it's all going to depend on volume and curl. So with this one, the smaller the brush, or round brushes period, the smaller the brush, the more curl you're going to get. The bigger the brush, the more volume you're going to get. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this first with the blow dryer off, and then I'll turn it on so that you can see it in full action. But what we're going to do is, once you have combed out the hair, what you're going to do is you're going to go down on the hair shaft. You're going to make sure that the air is pointing down so that we don't get a lot of frizz. And what we're trying to do is get that hair somewhat dry before we start putting that curl form in there. Now, if you look at the angle that I'm bringing my hair, I'm bringing it down to a 45 so I can get that minimal volume from the hair. Once I've gone through a couple times with a couple passes and this is all the way dry, I'm going to go ahead and start turning my brush. So as I'm coming down, I'm doing small little half turns, half turn, until you get to the very end. When you get to the end, you want to turn your brush so that you don't get any fish hooks at the end, and then you're going to bring it all the way up. You're going to let it set for a second. You can go ahead and take off the blow dryer, or you can change to your cool shot and put cool air on that so it seals that bond. And then once you are done letting it set, we're going to go ahead and let it go, and you want to let it go with the curl intact. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with the blow dryer on, and I'm going to talk through it. Alright, so again, I'm going to go ahead and go straight down. I'm trying to get as much moisture out of the hair as possible before I start my turn. I'm probably going to do 2 more passes. Once I have that, I'm going to go ahead and start my turn. So I'm turn. Then I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom, turn those ends in. I'm going to bring it up, let it sit. I'll let it out. I'm going to do it one more time to make sure I got that curl set in there. Again, I'm bringing it down at a 45 because I don't want a lot of volume. I'm going to start my turn, bring it up. Let it set. I'm gonna go ahead and let it out. All right, so what you should get is a curl down at the bottom, and you should get hair that is like slightly, very minimal volume. There's not a lot of volume coming off of here, but I have a nice little curl at the bottom. All right, so now I'm gonna move on to my medium volume. Whenever I'm doing medium volume, I wanna make sure that I'm pulling that hair up at a 90-degree angle. That's gonna give me more volume on the hair, and you're gonna be able to see the difference between the no volume and medium volume after I'm done. But pretty much you're going to be doing the same exact movements that you did before. I am going to ask my client to just lean towards me a little bit just so that I can really get that 90-degree angle in there. Alright, so I'm going to pick up my hair. First I'm going to go through and detangle, so I'm just going to take it all the way down. Then I'm going to go ahead and start drying it up. Again, I'm picking up that hair at a 90-degree angle. 90 degrees coming off right off the head. I'm trying to dry up that hair almost all the way before I start putting in my turns. You want to do nice slow passes as you're doing this so that hair is getting the chance to dry. I'm going to go ahead and start working my turns in there. I'm going to take it all the way down to the bottom. Once I get to the bottom, I'm going to turn. We're going to bring it down, let it set. I'm going to do it one more time. Dry it out. Bringing up that hair at that 90-degree angle. I'm going to go ahead and do my turns at the end, all the way down. Try that heat. Let it set for a second. We're going to go ahead and let it out. So now what I'm going to have is, again, I have my curl at the end, but as you can see, I have a little bit more volume on that second curl, or that second section of hair. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and move up to the maximum volume. Maximum volume is going to give me the most volume, so it's going to be really, really high. So we're going to take it all the way up and get that big old Texas hair. All right, again, I'm making sure that my section isn't bigger than my round brush. And again, with this one, we will be taking our section all the way up 135 degrees. So because we've moved to a different part of the head, I want to make sure that when I'm bringing that hair up, I'm bringing it past that 90 degrees. So if this is 90 degrees, past that 90 degrees. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start. And again, we're still doing the same thing that we did before. It's just this time we're going to go ahead and bring that hair at that 135 degrees. Again, I'm asking my client to lean over a little bit just to kind of help me out. All right. So again, I'm going to start with bringing that hair at that 135, untangle real quick. Then I'm going to go ahead and start applying my blow dryer. I'm going to make sure that I'm drying out that hair a little bit before I start my turn. Pulling up that 135 degrees. Get some Beyonce action going. Alright. And we're going to go ahead and take it all the way to the end. We're going to curl those ends in. Oh no. Oh no. Try that again. Alright. We're going to curl those ends in. We're going to take it all the way down. We're going to let it sit for a second. We'll do that one more time. Curl those ends in. Bring it all the way down. Let it sit. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and brush that out with my curl still intact. Alright, so if you're looking at my blow dries, you can see that I got a lot more volume out of that section of hair because I was pulling that section of hair at that 135 degrees. So this is going to be my max volume, my medium volume, and my minimum volume. Now, whenever it comes to this finish, guys, you do want to comb your sections together. what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my detangling comb and pretty much just go through and brush it together so that you get that nice finish just like that. All right.